get some incense going, start the day off right. Some Nag Champa. And I didn't really even know like what I wanted to post today, if I even wanted to post today, but this is on my mind and on my heart. Hello, we are back with another video. It's Wednesday. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm up to 31 subscribers. That means so much to me. I started at 0 a couple weeks ago. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time. I've got my Lisa Frank sunglasses that I'm going to pop on since I'm facing the window and it is all white. So I've got a customer. So that's kind of been my day all morning. It has been Murphy's Law against me today, but it is okay. It's that time of the month, so anytime I go use the restroom, I have a customer, or if I eat, it's dead any other time, and when I turn the camera on. But it's good. For those of you who are new, my name's Christina. I go by Tina here. My friends call me Sunny too. Today has been kind of a funky day. I've got my Lisa Frank heart glasses. It is kind of like a Valentine's week theme, I guess. But mentally, I'm kind of going through it today. Out of nowhere, you know? And it's not all of me. Like, most of me is aware. I'm always hyper aware. And I'm in a bubbly, you know, happy mood. But there is like that kind of anxiety that like festers that in the background. And today it seems to be a little bit louder. I had to film this already once and failed. There was way too many ums and pauses. So I'm gonna try and do this organically a second time. Mental health and healing and recovery is never linear. Same with grieving. And it can come and go sometimes, and sometimes it's harder than others. I have been watching for the past few years now this woman who does podcasts under the My Crappy Childhood Fairy, and she talks on so many topics. She's wonderful, truly, but she talks about childhood PTSD and a lot of things that can be the root of that, and also talks about how those problems can get carried into your everyday life as an adult and how we can navigate life with that. And she gives a lot of tools and tips on ways we can better ourselves. It's been almost a year now since I dropped my last therapist, and therapy is so important. Hot girls go to therapy, thank you. I'm starting to feel like I could talk to somebody again. I try not to talk a lot about my problems to most people because, and she talks about this in a second, I'll bring it up. I like to make myself feel small and that my problems are nothing and nobody wants to hear, and that I'm not worthy. And that's just not the case for anybody. You are worthy and you do matter. You just got to find the right people to support you and heal with you. This morning, it was funny because she had posted a video, and actually I had seen that I had written it down, and it's something that I want to talk about, and she helps me a lot through my journey. So I went to look up a new video if she had posted one, and she actually had posted one this morning, and it was 40 ways that we suppress ourselves. And this can be ways like built up. If you have defensive anger, you build up resentment. As I was getting ready, she said, grab a pen and listen. I was like, you know what, I will. And I was like writing every single thing down because it was so on point. And I have another customer, so I'll be right back with that. It was almost a little overwhelming because I felt so called out all the time, but I feel like I should just get it out and be done with it. It was on a small scale to a large scale, and this can relate to all ages. It's just something that I'm just so grateful that I found her. ways that you may not even be realizing that you're making yourself small and not allowing love in is as simple as if a dog comes up to you and you ignore the dog. Don't ignore the dog. Take the free love. Pet the dog. Give the love back. You'll get something from that, I promise. Something else is like every day walking down the street and somebody walks past you. Instead of looking down, you look up. It takes 2 seconds to say hello or nod or a simple smile. That can really change somebody's day for the better without you really even knowing. And I know personally, working behind the counter, simple conversation starters can really go a long way for people. And that's something that I'm working on, is to not be so closed off, because with my traumas, and I do get defensive, I naturally have a resting bitch face, thanks Dad. You never know what people are going through. Everyone's going through a struggle of their own, and everyone has scars that they're wearing that you just might not know of. So be kind to everybody. One of the things that she was saying is the 3 golden rules before you talk about somebody. Is it true? Is it kind? And is it necessary? Something to just stop, pause, and think before you speak, kind of thing. A couple things, when she made the list of 40 things, I almost got everyone down, and they were so on point. It was eerie, but with learning through this, and when you get onto your healing journey, it can be overwhelming to see everything for what it is, but just know and tell yourself, I am loving awareness. Awareness heals, and just remember that. It helps you better yourself. Belittling ourselves, keeping ourselves small, is if you're taking the time to complain or gossip about somebody that you know without confronting them to fix the situation or to heal the rift. And that's only going to cause more disconnection with you guys and harm to their reputation. When we're all adults and we can all talk, and this can go for like a teenager's friendship all the way to an elderly friendship. I mean, you're only human, and taking the time to reach out to somebody could really benefit both of you guys. And like, life goes by so fast, you don't have a lot of time, so it's better to just connect with somebody and be honest and get your feelings out on the table versus holding it in. If you have somebody in your life and you don't tell them you love them, it's easier to express love than it is hate. Actually, it's the same emotion. So just give love. It's easy. Rather have the chips fall where they're meant to be, than you kind of holding on to structure and control when you might not even know the outcome. So just, and that it doesn't even have to be romantic. If you have friends in your life and you know their birthday, but you don't reach out to tell them or send them a note, you're keeping yourself small. I don't know. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and when you're going through an awakening, it can all seem overstimulating, and it's all happening, and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, you don't know who to seek. Just be true to yourself through this. Do your research. Know yourself. Don't lose yourself through the chaos. Right now, the world is so disconnected, and they want it to be that way. They don't want us to be having conversations. They don't want us to be asking questions. They don't want us united. So united we stand, divided we fall. And that's definitely what's going on right now. Not everything's rainbows and butterflies and sunshines and unicorns. As much as I would love to just look at life through rose-colored glasses, I can't. That's a coping. And there's a lot going on. And it's hard because at my home life, I can't really talk about politics or what's going on in the world. But right now, I'm in such a new place with my life where the conversations need to be had and perspectives need to be heard in order for us to grow, in order for me to grow. And so a way for me not to get so foggy brain and negative is be true. Don't get closed off. Don't get disgruntled. Don't get resentful towards strangers. You know, every friend was once a stranger before you met them, and you never know the story behind them or the shoes that they're walking in. And it's easy for me to hold it all in and think that I'm small and that nothing matters, but that's not what the collective needs right now, because you do matter. And you know, the universe provides. If you're gonna be negative and you only think negative and you only want negative, that's all you see. And today at work, it's easy for me to kind of be down, but that's actually what I've come to learn is the harder way. I'm so hyper aware of my problems that when I'm festering and I'm negative, there's the whole part of me that's like, hello, hey, snap out of it. So I just stay positive and I allow people to come in with any kind of opinion they want. I'm never going to be like, you can't talk that here, or I don't want to hear it. Name calling is when you know the argument is lost. So I see it all over the internet and it's just crazy. As soon as somebody has an opposite perspective, it just goes to insults or smearing them. And it's just, that's not the way we should be. And believe it or not, the American people are united as fuck right now. Customers come in and they're so locked in into the collective. It's like, I don't even need to worry about holding it in. I can come to work and know that I'm gonna have Joe or Schmo come in and vent about the topic that I had thought about a week ago but never got it off my chest. I just sat with it. So again, don't judge a book by its cover, and don't let the internet and the news and the politics affect your core being. Make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Make sure that you're cleaning your bedroom, you're cleaning your desk, you're cleaning out your car. You want to have room in those spaces for your thoughts to flow freely, for you to be able to create, for you to be able to develop and bloom into your best self. Those are very key, vital, important things. And another way you want to keep your energy moved and cleared and unblocked is working out. Even if it takes 5 minutes a day for you to start off, or 10, you know, just start small, but you gotta keep your body moving. It's gonna be the best thing for you. And I do believe when you start doing that, you truly will see it, you'll believe it, you'll just be in your truth. The front part of this notebook, I got maybe 3 years. Oh my God, has it been that long? It's been 4 years. Okay, so it says, this book is dedicated for my healing, loving, and grieving. A post-op journal. I am healing. Healing is not linear, but when you trust, love, and remember, it can and it will get better. Your body is sacred and beautiful. Listen always and love deeply. Growing with pains, learning new skills, and finding new hobbies. And I think we're doing that right now. So this was like a really random video, but I just knew I had to get it out. I'm on my period and I haven't seen a therapist, and I don't really have any friends in this town, so YouTube is just kind of my barf it out and forget about it. I'm new on YouTube, so if you are here, thank you for listening, thank you for being here. I did roll me a doobie, so I'm gonna go outside and catch some sunshine before the sun goes down and smoke that. Being closed off does not allow any side to grow. So and it's not even about politics, you know. Being in the position I am, I've come to learn when to listen and when to speak. A lot of the times people are just looking for somebody to listen to them or to hear them for a quick minute, and I love to hold space. I love to be of service, and if that's how I can help a stranger, then I will. I've had people, like burly ass men, straight up cry in front of me because of a death or a loved one lost. You know, you just never know based off what they look like, what they're going through. And these days are so wild. We're not robots. We're not some video game character. We're not just supposed to be going through the motions, being a slave and working. We're flesh and feelings. We're meant to express and communicate towards others, and that's how we grow. So there's always room to grow with people, and don't give up on humanity, please, because although the world's fucked and I do not support American business in genocide, I do believe that they're trying to keep us separate, and we can't do that. We just can't, people. Gotta stay connected. And please look into the crappy childhood fairy. If you feel like you might have a past, sometimes a lot of the things she brings up and talks about are things that people might not even know that they're doing. And it's really good. My mom got into it and has found some enlightenment on her end, and she's obviously older than me and has gone through her own experiences, but we find common ground, and there's things that we can relate to and digest together on some things. So please look into that. It's amazing. It's been helping me through my journey for the past few years. We'll be doing another video on more personal topics like my adoption and some of my PTSD behind that, and setting boundaries with my mother that way. But so many things that she talks about. So kind of catch the sun before the sun goes down. If you've been inside all day, it's your time to step outside. Even if it's cold, I see my breath. But it's vital for me to get fresh air every single day, especially if I'm like hyper fixating or doing a task. Just remember, everyone's on this walk of life with you. Be gentle, be kind. Happy Wednesday. We're almost to the weekend. Casa Bonita this Sunday. I appreciate the support. Have a great night. Bye.